To apply for a drone license with the Civil Aviation Authority, CAA, in the United Kingdom, you will need to follow these steps. Determine the type of drone license you need. If you want to operate a drone for commercial purposes, you will need a Permission for Commercial Operations (PFCO). If you want to operate a drone for recreational purposes, you will need a National Qualified Entity (NQE) qualification. Choose a National Qualified Entity (NQE) or training organization. To apply for a PFCO, you will need to complete a training course with a CAA-approved NQE or training organization. To apply for an NQE qualification, you will need to complete a training course with a CAA-approved NQE or training organization. Complete the required training. The training course will cover topics such as aviation law, risk assessment, and flight planning. Upon completion of the course, you will receive a certificate of completion. Submit your application. To apply for a PFCO, you will need to submit your certificate of completion and a detailed operational safety case to the CAA. To apply for an NQE qualification, you will need to submit your certificate of completion to the CAA. Wait for a decision. The CAA will review your application and may ask for additional information if needed. If your application is approved, you will receive your drone license. It is important to note that drone operation is subject to certain regulations and restrictions, and you must adhere to these rules at all times. Failure to do so could result in fines and other penalties. There are certain requirements that you must meet in order to be eligible to apply for a drone license in the United Kingdom. These requirements vary depending on the type of license you are applying for. For a Permission for Commercial Operations (PFCO), you must be at least 18 years old, have a good understanding of English, have a valid identification document, such as a passport or national ID card. For a National Qualified Entity (NQE) qualification, you must be at least 16 years old, have a good understanding of English. It is important to note that the CAA may require additional documentation or information as part of the application process. This could include proof of insurance, a safety management system, or a risk assessment. In addition to obtaining a drone license, you must also adhere to certain operating rules and regulations when flying your drone. These rules include maintaining a safe distance from people and property, not flying over crowds or built-up areas, and obtaining permission before flying in certain airspace. It is your responsibility to familiarize yourself with these rules and to follow them at all times. If you have any further questions about applying for a drone license in the United Kingdom, you should contact the CAA directly for more information. Here are some additional details about operating drones in the United Kingdom. Drones weighing 7 kilograms or less can be flown without a license for recreational purposes, as long as you follow the drone code. Drones weighing more than 7 kilograms must be registered and marked with the owner's name and address. Drones must not be flown higher than 400 feet, 120 meters, or further than 500 meters, 550 yards, away from the operator. Drones must not be flown over or within 50 meters, 160 feet, of people, vehicles, buildings, or structures, unless they are under the direct control of the operator. Drones must not be flown within 5.5 kilometers, 3 nautical miles, of an airport, unless you have permission from air traffic control. Drones must not be flown within 150 meters, 500 feet, of a congested area or a large gathering of people, such as a concert or sporting event. Drones must not be flown within 50 meters, 160 feet, of wildlife, unless you have a specific exemption from the CAA. It is important to note that these rules are subject to change and may vary depending on your location. It is your responsibility to stay informed about the latest regulations and to follow them at all times when operating your drone. If you have any further questions about operating drones in the United Kingdom, you should contact the CAA directly for more information. Thanks for watching. Check the link for Amazon store.